My world is starting to die, and I slowly start to cry. People talking smack right behind my back. The childish games they play need to end this very day. I don't think they realise the tears coming out my eyes.
I hate how they get to me, and how they don't see that my heart is bleeding and that my tears have meaning.
Come on,
In the last major survey carried out by the NSPCC and the Diversity Department, it was found that 31% of children experienced bullying by their peers. A further 7% were discriminated against, and 14% were made to feel different or like an outsider. A quarter of children bullied by their peers reported that they suffered long-term harmful effects lasting into adulthood. Fairbridge helps young people to come to terms with bullying by running workshops and sessions. This improves young people's confidence and enables them to evaluate the impact that their behaviour has on themselves and others.
I think Thai boxing is really important, especially for anti-bullying, because it gives people a lot of confidence and it makes them realise what different actions they do, how it affects other people, and basically take more responsibility for themselves. 1, 2, 3, breathe in, breathe out, nice and slowly, breathe in, breathe out. Although it might sound a bit daft for bullying, if they've got more confidence then they're less likely to be a bully.
What do you think of the workshop?
It's brilliant, top, exquisite.
Young people learn to differentiate between banter and bullying.
Bullying is, I think, making somebody feel bad about themselves or making people feel uncomfortable over a long period of time. It can come in quite a few different forms, I think, and we tend to see quite subtle bullying maybe when we work with young people.
Okay, write or draw on the body what you think a bully is like, what they look like.
Young people look at what personal traits they believe a bully has and look at what drives the bully's behaviour.
The instigator is, it can be anyone really, and you don't know who they are, or sometimes if you know who they are, you don't expect it to be them. So it can be anyone, it could be from any age really, from young to old, and it can come from anywhere really.
Young people look at what they believe makes a victim and what are the feelings and fears that the victim has.
If you're being bullied, the best thing you can do is talk to a member of Fairbridge staff.
This project is designed really to work with both victims of bullying and potential bullies really, to look at how we can help people understand the behaviour, put themselves in other people's shoes, build up confidence, self-esteem, so that they're more equipped to deal with situations outside of Fairbridge really.
Bullying behaviour is an issue because it has a negative impact on everyone involved. It can lead to unhappiness, distress, affect concentration, achievement, school attendance and general health. In some instances, it can lead to suicide. Those who bully others have often been victims of bullying themselves.
Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me.
I used to go into like my classes. I used to have like the kids in there used to bully me for my glasses what I wore, because I had red tints, but that's because I've got like a rare eye condition, but there's nothing I can do about that. So I used to have like people bullying me because of that. And then I've got ADHD as well, so I can't keep quiet, so I have them bullying me and calling me names because of that. So then I'm just sat in the classroom trying to keep calm, but because I have like anger problems, sometimes I'll end up lashing out at them. But one time I lashed out at them, like, and they'll be throwing chairs at me, and sometimes it'll hit me or it'll hurt me. So then I'll just be sat there but it always hurts.
Research with 11 to 19-year-olds found that 1 in 5 young people, 20%, had experienced bullying or threats via email, internet chat room or text message, and around a third of boys, 35%, and a quarter of girls, 26%, admit they have bullied other children, a little and or a lot.
When people bully, it's mainly to do with themselves. Either they have low self-esteem, maybe things are going on at home, they're not getting enough attention, they feel they need the limelight.
Sometimes still get bullied, but you can't help it, can you?
Sometimes they feel if they have very controlling parents or they're not happy at school, sometimes they need to find the power elsewhere.
It's a horrible feeling, and for people who's never been bullied, I just don't think they would ever want to be, because it's really horrible.
There's so many ways that people can be affected when they have been bullied. Some people turn to self-harming, some people get so low within themselves they become depressed, have so many mental health difficulties that can arise from it. People start acting out in school, at home, because they're not happy, they need to go elsewhere.
I used to get bullied in school, so I got homeschooled now, so it's alright now.
They can start becoming bullies themselves because they feel that they're being targeted, and the only way to stop that is to become a bully themselves. People can have eating disorders from being bullied. It's just immense the effects, the psychological effects it can have on somebody.
Despite the fact that most adults, children and young people agree that bullying harms everyone, it's still happening in our schools, communities and workplaces, and even our homes.
Bullying can affect anybody, whatever age they are, from the young school-aged person to somebody that's older, maybe in the 20s. It could be a variety of reasons, maybe because of what colour they are, different cultural differences, whether they're thin, fat, tall, small, anything like that really, and that's where we come in.
Fairbridge concerns are the ripple effects and what it has on the families. A lot of young people that come through the doors of Fairbridge, we will make sure that, if any kind of bullying is taking place, we'll nip that in the bud straight away. The families are very, very important regarding young people.
It also affects the schools. We look at the effect that it has on attendance if a young person's scared to go to school. Also the effect that it has on the classroom, if there's a bully within the classroom that's causing disruption. So again, attendances and qualifications, and that's where we at Fairbridge can help.
Fatty. Fat.
Ugly. Smelly.
Idiot.
Stupid. Gay.
4 eyes. 4 eyes. Becky 4 eyes is what they used to call me.
3/4 pace because I'm slow at football.
Trump.
Funding to support anti-bullying is absolutely crucial in Salford because we have a focus on preventative services, so we don't want issues to escalate. So by funding anti-bullying work, we're stopping children getting involved in antisocial behaviour and things getting worse for them. So by investing in it early on and supporting schools to deal effectively with anti-bullying, we're helping children to deal with those issues of conflict and upskilling them really, so that those issues don't escalate and they don't find themselves in situations beyond their control and get into poor behaviour.
In terms of the different workshops that we do here at Fairbridge, we will do some group discussions around anti-bullying, citizenship and diversity. We may well do some activities such as Thai boxing, which look at communication skills, discipline and how to deal with bullying when it happens to you. But also we ensure that anti-bullying work is embedded into all the work that we carry out here in Fairbridge. So an example of that may be the graffiti art that you see displayed around our centre. And finally, we'll work with young people on a one-to-one basis. So if a young person is being bullied, we'll deal with it and we'll support them. But also if we find that a young person has been bullying another young person, then again we'll work with that young person and challenge their behaviour.
Please do not make the little girl across the road cry. Please do not snatch the toy off that little boy. You are not different from us. You are not better. Please keep this in mind. It really matters.
Do you want to know why children run when you're near? Do you wish to be friends with us who are so full of fear? So stop bullying, stop being a little tyrant, for nobody likes a bully, which you've always been.
Hang on! Let's go! Let's beat together. Out! Swati! Swatika!
They say I should have winked then.
So Tyler, training's finished, what do you think about it? It's good. To be honest with you, I think it was a bit tough on me. You know what I mean? I'm only little and you pick... Fair enough, mate. You're quite a bit of a target, you. Well done, mate. See you again, yeah?